This video will show how my Ancestry DNA results confirms my paper trail research that officials in Ohio altered my birth records and stripped me at birth and gave me a new identity. I grew up as Hubert Jackson, but that's not who I am. And I then found out 53 years later that this involves a cover-up of my real mother's death. You're looking at a copy of a 1928 death certificate of my maternal grandmother, Willie Bell Gray Brown. She was married to my maternal grandfather, Luther Brown. My maternal grandmother was only 20 years of age when she passed. She died on March 29th, 1928. Cause of death is listed as tuberculosis. March 29th, 1928, the date of death from my maternal grandmother. Moving on. Here's a copy of my real mother's 1964 death certificate. You see, my mom was only 37 years of age. She was born on August 22nd, 1926. And her mother's maiden name, Willie Bell Gray, as I just showed you, and her father, Luther Brown. We'll get back to my mom's death certificate in the next video. Moving on. Here's a copy of the 1964 obituary published by the Toledo Blade on May 11th, 1964. I want to look at my mother's survivors that's listed. Her father, Luther Brown, and my mom's sisters. Miss Luella Henderson, specifically. Luella Henderson, my mom's sister. She was born on August 30th, 1929. So now we know that the girls were half siblings. They had the same father, Luther Brown. I went out to Atlanta, Georgia to meet Luella's kids for the first time ever on December 30th, 2017. It was quite emotional. They took me to my Aunt Luella's gravesite at Washington Memorial Gardens. And it was just, like I said, it was very, very emotional, as you can imagine. They do not know the woman that's listed on my birth certificate, and they did not know that their mom had an older sibling, okay? A half-sister. They didn't know about my mother. They were just blown away. They gave me a picture of my Aunt Luella and one of my cousins. It's my Aunt Luella. God bless you, Aunt Luella. It was my Aunt Luella's son, Robert Henderson, that got tested through Ancestry DNA. Me and my cousin Robert shared 233 serum organs across 15 DNA segments. That's a lot. 233 serum organs across 15 DNA segments. Ancestry has predicted us to be second cousins, but they don't know that we are actually half first cousins. Okay, we only share one grandparent, and that's Luther Brown. Okay, moving on. I went to this website, DNAHunters.com, possible relationships calculator. I punched in 216 serum organs shared. Just punch in a number when you go to that website. Me and Robert shared 233. I just showed you. I punched in 216, and it says that we're going to be listed in groups D or either group E. Okay? And when you look at this chart that's provided by DNA Detectives, that's a well-known group on Facebook. Group D and E, we already know that we either have first cousins or have first cousins once removed. We're definitely not second cousins, okay? Didn't, have second cousins. That'll be group F. So this proves that the woman that's listed on my birth certificate cannot be my mother. And I'm saying that me and Robert are half first cousins. Group D is the group I'm going with, okay? Here's a color printout chart. And you see right there, DNA Detectives, they give you the range. They give you the breakdown for everything. But you see right there from the third box from the bottom, where it says between 30 and 215, you had to share that amount to be half second cousins. So that proves that me and Robert Henderson could not be half second cousins. We're closer than that because we share more than 215. You see that? So that's why you got to move up. And I'm going with the half first cousin. Just all depends on how much autosomal is inherited, as it comes down the line. That proves that Hubert Jackson Sr., when he filed for a divorce petition for the woman who I thought was my mother all my life in 1968, when he lists in paragraph number 2 that he had two daughters, Allison age 2 and Renee age 3, that proved that Hubert was telling the truth. Because if Renee was 3 in 68, that means she was born in 65. I couldn't have been born in 65. So Hubert was telling the truth. Okay. That explains why Toledo Hospital is involved. Toledo Hospital in Toledo, Ohio is involved in a cover-up involving the circumstances surrounding my birth. Look at the third box from the bottom on the left-hand side in box 19A, the signature of the doctor that's been forged. Look at my birth certificate is on top. It's stamped March 16th, and it's another certificate stamped March 30th, 1965. Okay, it's supposed to be the same signature by the same doctor, Carl L. Armstrong. He's an innocent man, like I said in Scandal in Ohio Part 1. This is Scandal in Ohio Part 2. But you see, the signatures do not match. The spacings do not match. Look at the L in the middle. You know, the spacing. The one on the bottom is close to Carl. The L that's in the middle of my birth certificate is right in the middle. Okay, and he always looped the letter T's. Okay, I provided 4 other birth certificates, and all the letter T is always looped in Armstrong. Mine's the only one that's different. So I don't know how widespread this was, but this happens. This is what happened. And I done found out about it. And when you look at the short forms, look at the state file numbers. You know, I'm born supposedly on March 2nd, 1965. This other young lady, you know, was born February 24th, 1965. So what I did when I was doing my research, I went back like a week before March 2nd, 65. And then I started going after March 65. And when I went back, that's when I found this, and I saw that her state file number was 1965 037914, and mine was higher, 037946, but mine was filed. Look at that. Mine was filed 2 weeks before hers. So that means officials directly involved in Columbus, Ohio. They went back and did this. Thank you for watching this video, and get ready for Scandal in Ohio Part 3, which involves, I'm going to show how officials covered up the death of my real mother. Her body is missing to this day.